Now, some of you who follow me on Twitter already know that we've got a play on this one. We've got Amanda Lemos taking on Mizuki Inoue. Amanda Lemos is 7-1. Mizuki is 14-5. She comes to us from Invicta. Amanda fights extremely long. She's got really good counter striking. She does drop her hands and play around a little too much for my liking sometimes, but she has excellent leg and body kicks. What are you going to do? Got to make up for it somewhere. And she always looks for the body lock. That's something that I've noticed. She gets in there. She tries to suck her opponent in, lock them up, and then she's got excellent timing on her trip takedowns. The beauty of trip takedowns, speaking of which, sidebar, when your boy did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu back in the day, I used to compete on the, extremely low-level circuit. I always went for trips instead of double legs because you end up on top. You end up in side control or half guard. You don't have to get by the legs. You don't end up in somebody's guard. You don't give up your neck or anything like that. When you trip them and drag them to the mat that way, you just end up in a better position. So I love that she does that, especially in the women's division, because a lot of them can get overpowered by her, and she ends up in an excellent dominant position on the mat when she does it. Once she ends up in that dominant position, she has excellent top control. She's got good shoulder pressure. She really makes it miserable for whoever is underneath her, and she's got a big squeeze on her. She's got some excellent chokes when she wants to use them. Mizuki Inoue on the other side is another fighter who I'm a huge fan of. I really like this girl. She's got some good stuff coming in the future, I feel like. She has really crisp hands, nice boxing, nice feints, makes her opponents nervous about what's coming at them down the pipe. Good head movement. She's got a forward pressure style, good dirty boxing, really tight in close, strong defensive grappling. She went a full 5 rounds with Verna Jandaroba. We just saw Verna choke out Felice Herrig, and she went a full 25 minutes with her. So the fact that Inoue was able to survive against that level of a grappler for 25 freaking minutes, that says something. Absolutely says something. She's really tough, doesn't quit, and she's really young too. She's only 25 years old. So I really like Inoue, and I think this is a really, really solid fight. Honestly, I think this is a really close fight. And because of that, I think we're getting some value here. I pulled the trigger on Amanda Lemos. Right now, we've got Inoue. She opened up as a minus 195 favorite, and that was just way too wide. I missed the initial wave. You could have gotten plus 160 or plus 150 on Amanda Lemos if you got on there early, but I got plus 140. So your boy got on it a little bit better. I could have gotten a little bit better, but I hadn't finished my tape study yet. I hope you guys got on her because it looks like she's dipped all the way down to plus 130 and plus 125, pretty much across the board at this point. Money coming in on Lemos. This is a coin flip fight. This is a 50-50 fight, and I think it's probably going to go to a split decision. So because of that, we are getting value on that plus 140. If you position yourself in those kinds of spots, eventually they will break your way, and you will start getting those wins. So a lot of people don't believe in the concept of value. I do believe in the concept of value. If it's a coin flip and I'm getting juice on one side, I will. And X-Tick, stop simping, please. Simping my ass. I'm not simping for either of these ladies. I will simp hell out of Jillian Robertson, though. I love that girl. So this one, you know what? Honestly, I think that this fight matches up perfectly for Lemos. Mizuki Inoue is a constant forward pressure type of fighter. She swings for the fences. She's always looking to use her boxing. Because of that, Lemos is going to have the reach advantage using her legs. She's going to be at kicking range. And then she'll try and counter on Inoue when she leaves herself a little bit exposed. So I think it's going to open up better spots for Lemos's striking than it will for Inoue's striking. Now, don't get me wrong, Inoue's tough as nails. She absolutely could get a hold of her, clip her with something, grind her out. But I think that Lemos is the bigger, stronger fighter in this one as well. And if she's going to be able to have that physical size advantage, I think those trip takedowns come into play. I do not see Lemos submitting Inoue, but I see her grinding her. I do see her putting up against the fence. I do see her getting on top of her and making her miserable on bottom. And if we can just lock up 2 of those 3 rounds, that's what I'm looking for. And hey, call me Touch CMT. I don't. That's the whole point here. I don't doubt Inoue. I'm a huge fan of hers. She's tough as hell. And I just think this is a good spot and good line value on the other side. Sloppy seconds. A simp, complete opposite of a pimp. Absolutely right. That is polar opposites. Knowledge bombs here on the Die Hard MMA podcast today. I love it.